All right, guys, we are on another adventure. This is going to be kind of bottle collecting, trash digging. As you can see, in the woods, tons of trash. This is woods connected to a park. So yeah, it had heavy rain last night, last couple of days. So I was here the other day and found some stuff from the 20s to the 50s. It looked like it's already been hit, but I'll show you what we can find. And just as you can see, glass, trash. But we'll see if we can find anything old and anything cool. Pretty cool. All right, we got a push lawnmower over here. Got a shopping cart there. So you really never know. In the woods and stuff, I always mention like look on the ground for glass, pottery, shells, so you can tell people were there at some point. But you can also tell if someone was digging or looking for stuff when there's piles of either metal or glass or stuff by the base of trees. It's usually somebody's refuse pile. But yeah, a lot of milk glass containers that are very abundant, so that's why there's a lot left behind. But I'll take them. And here, little corker, I'll take that too. So somebody was here, but we'll save what we can and maybe find some what they left. The milk glass had good embossing. Bristol Myers Co. Mum. New York, New York. Very cool. Somewhat local. And embossed milk glass. Not too far away. Broken cobalt blue handle. That would have been nice. Right over that cobalt. See if it's whole. Oh, nope. Just the top. Fingers crossed we get a whole Coke. Well, just sitting on the top. Vicks Vapor Rub. Looks like 55. So everything I'm finding is from the 30s and the 50s. So, keep going. Be on my Etsy. A lot of shoes in the woods. There's the other pony. The other one was on the other side of those fallen timber. Oh, at least we got a pair. All right, as you can see here, somebody's pile. Looks a little bit older, but I just came around and saw that little tiny bottle sitting there. So, I don't think it's old, but it's a cork. It's small, it's whole. It's got no embossing now, so we'll see if we take it. This is a piece of uranium glass. Oh, it's really broken, but we're gonna take that and I'll show you with the UV light. It glows, it's got uranium. All right, we got 2 Phillips milk of magnesia. This one's broken, unfortunately bigger. We'll see if I take this one, it's pretty big. All I have is a backpack. Besides shoes, find a lot of cups. You don't have to be selective. There's a lot of trash, a lot of stuff to take for now. On to the Etsy store, hopefully. It sounds pretty peaceful, but it doesn't look so peaceful over here, sadly. Another random shoe. All right, see, as you can see here, pile of bottles by a tree. Somebody's been here. So yeah, I was out here a couple days ago, like I mentioned. Sorry about that car, but yeah, this area I kind of explored. So we're gonna see if we can find some new spots. I can't tell how long it's been sitting here. It's pretty cool. So I don't know if somebody was here last week, last year, 10 years ago. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. This is what I left last time. This is another piece of huge uranium glass. We'll leave that. And those are all the more milk glass. Don't think I'm gonna take them. Maybe I'll pick 1 or 2 and try and find some new ground. Oops. All right, I think we have a little bit of an encampment here. I was wondering if we would come across one. Hopefully it's empty, except maybe for some treasures. So we'll just do a circle. It's pretty serious. They had 2 floors, a roof. See on the tree over there. Ladder to get up. I guess they slept up there on the platform. There's the roof. There's the campfire right there. Besides shoes and cups, a lot of golf balls. All right, back to where it all began. Got a nice little whole teacup. We'll take it because we're on our way out. All right, everyone, we are out here at another wrap-up. Finally outside again. Last week it was very hot, humid. In the last basically week it's been raining, flooding. But luckily this afternoon it is clear and sunny. And I did want to come outside for these finds because as you can see, some of them are blue, red, got that UV glass. But yeah, I got a lot to talk about, so I'm not going to talk too much. Going to go a little bit on that, a little bit on here, a little bit on there. So we'll start with the most abundant, as you can see here. All different shapes and sizes. This is called milk glass. It has like an opaque color to it. This one says Pons on the bottom. You can't see it, unfortunately. This one says Mum. This was I believe a deodorant. As you saw, I was in the woods by a park, or a park connected, woods connected to a park. The trash that I found was mostly modern, earliest dating back to maybe 20s or 30s. So I took home some complete stuff, or all the complete stuff that I can find, and some cool stuff that was broken, like that. Obviously, like I mentioned, somebody was there before. I don't know if it was a year ago, a month ago, 10 years ago, but yeah, I'm glad somebody at least found what was there. But I'll take what I got. But yeah, to the milk glass, all different shapes and sizes. There's a Pond's company, a Mum's company, and then a Woodbury company. And they made deodorant and face cream and just stuff like that. I don't know if I mentioned, everything I found here is from the 20s to the 50s probably. So yeah, and then we'll just continue here. This is 2 mason jar inserts. This would be for a lid. It would have a metal lid on top of this, and this would be inside the lid over a mason jar, a ball mason jar. And then this would be for canning. This would be the lid basically. It would have a little wire top to connect it. And then just a little quick thing about ball masons. It was started by 2 brothers in the 1880s. And then just random stuff. 2 little teacups, little tea cup lid probably. This looks like it says made in China, or made in Japan, sorry. But makes sense. A lot of pottery was made in Japan, still is, but a lot of the older stuff like dolls and tea sets were made in Japan. We'll go to some bottles. This one says McCormick's Iron Glue, so like the McCormick Spice Company, which was started in Baltimore. That was like the super glue, before super glue was super glue around, so this was, yeah, iron glue. Basically said it can glue and bond anything together. It started also in the late 1880s. This bottle, again, nothing is from that old, but the companies, a lot of them started then. We'll go to this white one, this small one again. It says Whitehurst, little cork top, pretty cool. Love finding cork tops, especially embossing. That's for pharmacy, apothecary, medicine. I guess we'll go to this one since we're already here. This says Castoria. That would say CHAR.H.Fletcher's, Charles Henry Fletcher's. Castoria, which is still around. Fletcher's, it's a laxative. It was started in the 1860s, 1870s, and Charles Henry bought it in the 1870s, and then sold in the 1920s. And Castoria actually has one of the biggest and first advertising companies in New York City, and supposedly you can still see some of those advertisements to this day, so I'll have to keep my eyes out. Then we have a silver-plated spoon. No marking or anything, but I'd say silver-plated. And then cute, unfortunately broken toy truck. What else we got? I guess we can talk about this. This is what they call UV glass, uranium glass, depression glass. And it's called that because it actually has uranium mixed in to help with color. As you can see, it's a very, very cool, like highlighter yellow-green color. And stay tuned for, at the end, after this, there's a clip of me using a UV light and showing you that it glows. Very, very cool. Very happy with that. There's actually a giant piece that is also there, but it's very sharp and very dangerous. So I left that there. We'll go to the cobalt blue stuff. These 2 are Vicks Vapor Rub, different sizes. Looks like this is from 1942. Bigger one maybe from 55. I think everybody knows about Vicks Vapor Rub, or have at least heard of it. It was started in about 1905 in North Carolina, and it was sold to the Procter & Gamble Company in 1985. And then here, the other cobalt blue is a genuine Phillips, which is milk of magnesia. It was started also in the mid to late 1800s, but it's a twist off, not a corker, unfortunately. Here, sorry for going too quick, but as you can see, we got a lot. This is the Sealhammer Beverage Company, Hackensack, New Jersey. So that tells you, gives you guys where I am located, somewhat located, close to. But yeah, pretty cool local beverage company. It was started by someone named Ronald Seilheimer, German immigrant, who unfortunately passed away actually in 2017. The company is still around, now in Emerson, New Jersey, which I think is, I believe, a little farther south of where I am. And then this cool piece right here, I took it because it says Italy right there, and it was whole. This is actually the bottom to a pear Italian glass company that makes it would have a top that was pear shaped. It was probably a ashtray or cough rack. It was an Italian company called Borgonovo. Started in about 1950. So pretty cool Italian glass. And then we will finish off with red. I don't know how this was left. Maybe the person who was digging didn't see this, or they didn't want it, they found enough. But yeah, very cool. I think it's a tea candle holder. I thought it was a shot glass, but I'm pretty sure it's a tea light holder, tea candle holder. So really, really cool. And we got this, which looked like it would have been a glass, a huge little glass. The stem's broken off, again, very sharp, but red, so I took it. So yeah, very, very cool. Hopefully it wasn't too long. The wrap-up might have been longer than the video of the finds, but that's okay. A lot of these things, whoa, sorry, I'm always outside, so when I'm outside there is a major street with traffic and two highways to my left and right. But yeah, a lot of these finds will end up on my Etsy shop, and that link will be down in the description below. And as always, when you're outside, please, please, please pick up some trash. Beep, beep.